Hi y'all, it's DBR back for another video, and it is the day after Super Bowl, so if you guys watched the Super Bowl and your team won, congratulations. Um, I am, I've got something on my mind that I think won't go away until I address it, because it's kind of like when something is so important to you, it just tugs and tugs and tugs at you until you address it. And so I'm going to go ahead and address it, and hopefully I can get the burden off of my chest. Um, it bothers me so much so that I am able to really come on here like this. Like, this is not my usual stance, for YouTube, but I thought that I would come on here and really let the cat out of the bag. I still can't believe that this even happened. But a few days ago, it was Thursday, to be exact. It was last Thursday. I was at school, and I had came late because I had things that were going on that morning that I had to attend to. And so I came in a little late, and I'm, getting ready to jump right into my services and take my clients and, whatever. And, do what I come to school to do, because there's people off the street that come in and get our services and yada yada. So, as an esthetician, I came very prepared, whatever. I'm always dressed accordingly, always in the uniform, always look very nice, whatever. And, looks are subjective, whatever. So, I was just standing in the classroom, and when someone who I consider to be a very close mentor comes in the room and sees me standing there, and usually I'm all done up today. It's not that kind of day. Um, and she sees me, and she immediately, like, like she did not like what I had on at all. Like, the words that she used was ridiculous, you look ridiculous, and crazy. Those were the two words that she used, which was extremely not only rude and disrespectful, but very offensive. And I kind of looked at her like, who the hell are you to be knocking my individuality, whatever, whatever. And this is not the first time that this has happened with Sheridan Technical College. Sheridan Technical College has been very sexist towards me from the very beginning, and there's been a lot of issues that have taken place because of the way I express myself, and my gender expression is not the norm, so it kind of raises a whole lot of questions and a lot of problems. And apparently a lot of the instructors were not too thrilled about it, from my understanding of it, because of what she was saying. Basically, like, when you were in cosmetology, the program, that's what it was. So I wasn't bothered by, all the hair, the crazy makeup. I wasn't really bothered by it because that's what you're doing. But in facials and aesthetics and skincare, it's a different vibe here. So you can't do all this when you come here, because the clients that come in will not accept you and take you in as you think they should, or whatever. But in my mind, I'm thinking, who the fuck cares how they take me in? Who cares how they accept me? They can either get the service or not. I could care less how they perceive me, whatever. It's not my problem how they feel about me and my persona, or the way that I come off, or the way that I'm dressed, or the way that my hair is done. That's none of their business. That's not their concern. It shouldn't be their concern. They should come and get the service and get the hell out. That's what the problem, that's where it should cease. All problems should cease. And so she's going on and on. She was like, if you go to your next program, which is barbering, that's all men, so you really can't, doll yourself up and, da 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 da. And I'm like, how are you going to tell somebody first of all, it's breaking the law, but how are you supposed to tell somebody that they cannot express themselves in any which way that they choose? I get the whole thing. You have to adapt to the environment that you're in, like what she was saying. I get all that. But at the same time, it's like that's a choice to really adapt. It's a choice to blend in. You have choices. And I feel like with Sheridan Technical College specifically, they have taken those choices away from me. I don't even have the option, because basically what she was saying was, this is the way it needs to be. You can't do this. Now my teacher was saying the exact opposite. I don't see the problem with it. It's fine. She was just didn't like it and whatever. But because she's the one that's really in charge, it's kind of like it doesn't matter what the teacher or the students or anybody else thinks. It matters what she says, and what she says goes. And a lot of Sheridan Technical College is that way. What's not really a big deal, or what's really against the law, they could care less about. They shoo all that aside, and it's about what they want and the reputation that they want to put out there and their best foot forward and all that shit. They really protect the clientele and the reputation of the school, and I feel like a lot of that should not be happening. I feel like you should let people do whatever the hell they want to do. If it's not hurting anybody, there shouldn't be a problem. I'm just going to keep it real. That's as real as it's going to get. And I'm coming on here and I'm saying this in such a public platform, and I don't really care if it hurts anybody's feelings or offends them, because I could care less, because I'm the one who's felt wronged for the last 3 years being a part of Sheridan Technical College. And the sexist, I don't even know if you want to call it discriminatory, because technically it is. It's very discriminatory. And instead of making a big deal about this, or calling my attorneys in and stuff like that, contacting the Office of Service Quality, this is the way I choose to do it, because this will reach more people. Calling the Office of Service Quality and, doing it privately, that's I kind of been there, done that. And I want it to make a major impact for other males or other people who are going to Sheridan Technical College, either in the cosmetology department, in the facials department, which I've seen other males in the facial department that do what I do, probably not to my extreme, but they still did what I did, and it wasn't a problem for them. Because for me, estheticians, what we're learning is that's all part of that has to do with makeup artistry and all of that. So the fact that she told me that I couldn't have it on and made me take it off right then and there, that's discriminatory, because she's too worried about what the teachers are going to say and what the Patreons are going to say. Fuck them, honestly, because I'm there to do a job. Whether they want to get their services done by me or not, if they feel uncomfortable, that's their business. So I feel like I just feel very disrespected. I really do. And I probably will take this to the highest extent of the law, because that's just what I do. And make sure that this gets documented, not only in Sheridan's files, but in my personal files and in a courtroom somewhere. I really think that I will fight this matter, because maybe if I don't fight the matter, then the next person that comes in behind me in years to come or months to come that is just like me will suffer. They'll lose out, because no one's ever fought the fight. Well, I'm fighting the fight, because I feel like it's just rude, it's disrespectful, it's not anybody's business or concern, and who the hell are y'all to tell me what I can and cannot do? Is it against the code of conduct? No. Is it against the law? No. In fact, it's the school that's actually breaking the law. And if I really wanted to take it there, which I will, I can, and I'm going to. Because it's setting the principle, it's setting the tone, it's setting the mode for everyone else that comes after me. Honestly and truly, that's what it is. It has nothing to do with me proving a point or having some sort of kind of vendetta or whatever. That's not what it is. It's just the fact that I need everybody that comes after me to have the equal treatment that they should be receiving. And if they're not, and people like me who have a voice and are very boisterous about things and speak up about things and fight the battle and take on conflict head on like this and make things better for other people in the future, where would we be? I was enjoying schooling and stuff because I'm able to experience so many different things that I've never done before. And even if I have done it before, I'm getting to be creativity and show my craft and yada yada. Like, that's why I do it. Honestly, it's just to show creativity and to show that I'm actually invested and I'm actually interested in what I'm learning and in the field that I'm in. Because everybody says, you need to like try a little harder if you're going to be in this field. And so I took that very seriously and I took it to heart. The professional image, I try very hard to project that. It might not be your taste. It might not be, like I said in the beginning, looks are subjective. It might not be what you want or what you would put on or what you would like or the way you would do it. But that's your prerogative. If you don't like something, you can either correct it in a professional manner and fix it and give pointers, or you can, you know, show somebody up by doing it yourself and, making the example like this is what it's supposed to look like. There's other ways to go about it than knocking somebody's down and destroying their character and really making them feel worthless as I did in that very moment. So at this point, I'm done with Sheridan Technical College completely. And I probably will not be going back to be an alumni for any other program. I will go somewhere else for barbering. I will do other things. Because if I'm being treated this way, after everything that I've been through with that school, it's my time to walk away and say, fuck all of you and fuck the school. Because they're supposed to be setting the example. They're supposed to be setting the mode. They're supposed to be, and we all signed it. They signed it as staff members, and we all signed it. And Sheridan will provide a safe and calming and blah 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 blah. I can pull that page up. I can pull it up. We've all signed it. And if I wanted to sue, I would sue on those grounds. Because what's happening now is I'm being silenced, or I'm being toned down, or they're trying to keep it internal. I'm supposed to just deal with whatever I'm dealing with silently. And I am tired of people trying to silence me and put me in a box. That's what this is about, really. I purposely do what no other African American male does. I don't know if that's obvious by my channel. I don't know if that's obvious for people who know me personally, but I purposely do something that other people aren't doing. So you cannot compare me to anybody because I am not like anybody else. I am like nobody you've ever met. I can guarantee you that. And I feel so disrespected. Not only did I look up to these people who I didn't realize had such a problem with it behind the scenes and behind closed doors, but clearly they do. But yet they smile and grin and they laugh in my face and, they make it seem like we're buddy-buddy. Fuck all of you. Because if you couldn't have told me that there was an issue right then and there, because when she made the comment, I already told all of them in Cosmo, all the Cosmo instructors, it's fine that he does that because this is what he's learning. Leave it be. Leave the wigs, the makeup, leave it be. Like, don't say nothing about it. That is implying that they went to her and complained at some point about how it's going to make other people feel or how it makes them feel as individuals or if it contradicts with their beliefs or whatever. Somewhere along the way, there was an issue that I was unaware of. She just made me aware of it. And when you make me aware of things like this, it never does anybody any good. As Brenda Brown would say, I have lots of positive qualities, and she would hope that I use those positive qualities for good, because God help us if He does not. Now, with that being said, I will be fighting the fight come hell or high water. And to be clear, I am the hell and high water. I don't care who doesn't like it. I don't care who's offended. I don't care who's bothered or feels some type of way or feels uncomfortable. People are going to be who they're going to be. It's not up to you to tell somebody what they can and cannot do and put them in a box and ostracize them for standing out. Okay, we're all individuals for a reason. We're all different for a reason. If we were all the same, this world would be so fucking boring. If everyone colored inside the lines, what type of shit is that? Okay, I know that I was born to stand out. I know that this is the field that I was meant to do. So imagine my surprise when I'm hearing this and I have to go through this. I was dropped in a box of glitter when I was born, and I've been shining ever since. And if that bothers you, that's your business. There's a more professional way to go about addressing an issue. So my anger, my all-around demeanor that I've had, and such the negative tone that I've had about life, finally went away when I started to do cosmetology. And finally, I started to become a much happier person. And this is bringing me back to what I used to be. I don't show up on time for school anymore. I could care less about getting up early. I could care less about doing a good job because I am so fucking angry that I had to experience this. This has fucked with my whole interest in this field and in that school. I already have zero confidence in the administration. I've already made that crystal clear. So it's like I can't even go to him and say this is what's happening, because I can guarantee you he probably feels the same way. So I have zero support at Sheridan now. Zero. And the people who I thought were good and supportive obviously are not, based on what I'm inferring was said behind closed doors. I could be completely wrong, but I know I'm not. So, for those of you who see this, you can approach me or you could not. I could care less if you do either way. But be prepared for what you receive if you do approach me, because I have every right to do what I'm doing. You might not like it, but that's your business. You have to respect it. You don't need to like it. So, like I always say, I encourage anybody to reach out to me. This is probably the worst and final video I'll be doing about Sheridan Technical College, because I'm so over that fucking school. I'm over the people, I'm over the students, I'm over the conversations, I'm over the craft. I'm over it. Done. Finished. Washed up. I am totally uninterested at this point. And it's sad that I'm going backwards instead of forward in my progress to becoming a better person, to becoming a happier person, to becoming less depressed. This set me back 5, 6 years in my thinking, in my mentality, in my emotions. And I'm already somebody who struggles with EBD. So this is even worse. I'm already somebody who struggles with depression. This is not helping that, not one bit. Where I have to sit and contemplate whether or not I should have even made this video, to sit and contemplate whether or not I should go to the guidance counselor in whom, I have come, personally attached to even discuss such a matter, because I feel like it's not going to do any good, and I really don't want to start a storm by going there, because she's friends with the person I'm speaking about and all the people that I'm speaking about. You see what I mean? So it's kind of like she just go back to her and say, wow, what'd you do? And then it starts something even bigger. So I'm kind of like, those people who I thought were supportive are really not. And that's a problem. So like I always say, guys, stay perfectly imperfect until I see you guys next time. Bye, guys.